live, I believe, but I'm waiting for this fucking shit to pick up. My God.
All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got your
there you go.
Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. They should take it to 10. Hey, there you go.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, the beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win and to have a letdown.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
Now Wilson on first down. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. It's caught. Lockett.
Shit.
Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Almost.
Not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. you kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Carson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You stop here, D.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Never mind.
Is Metcalf. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 30
Probably going to
yards
start
on
this
3rd
game
and
out like I
medium to
did
pick up the
against the
first.
49ers.
So
Down a
Gets him
touchdown.
all the way down to the outskirts of the
My
red
fucking
zone here
defense
for
has
first
not
and
shut up
10.
yet.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out.
Never mind. My defense showed up.
Got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40.
Look at the big man rumble.
10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Are you kidding me?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it
why
across the
are you
40-yard
leaving people
line.
wide open, defense?
First down,
Come on,
Seattle,
wake the
16
fuck up.
yards, the gain there. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Carson. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now
Bro, why am I
have to
gonna
find
be on
something here
offense?
on 3rd and about 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Foster Moreau with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. On 2nd down, Barkley.
Oh, my God.
To the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He gets it to Brown, complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, L.A. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 84 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This complete to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
We got right coming field. Watch out, watch out. Stay with your man.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday Night Football. Let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones.
Finally.
for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Ready. 10 over. And come on out here. Come get some. Ready.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Jones, off play action. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Wilson now on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the delay, here's Carson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the run, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we are. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
The end of the 3rd quarter with the score Rams 28.
Down.
Seahawks
60
nothing.
Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you're right.
On 2nd down, Michelle.
How the fuck did you trip? Oh,
They're in the hurry-up.
you're what? You had a wide open space. Oh my fucking god!
As he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You had a wide open fucking space.
Bring up 4th down.
No.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And they will not get a chance to return
Dude, I
this
wish
one
I'd
as
stayed
it's through
tonight.
the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Hearns brings it in. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. Big hit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
Wilson will throw again. Short throw to Disley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Oh my god. That's wide open.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the draw, this is Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. They'll run with Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up.
What the fuck, Jones? What the fuck was that?
The Rams as they fail here on fourth down.
You had a guy open, but you just threw it.
In outstanding field position. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Here's Wilson throwing again. This is caught by Hearns. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football
Stay
game.
woke, defense. Do not fucking fall asleep.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To throw again on second down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
We got 4. We got 4.
Again, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's why I call that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Los Angeles, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.